Hi guys and welcome back. In this lecture I'm going to show you some methods I use in order to secure my Linux server if I'm running WHM. The first thing I need to do is to set up a cron to run a full weekly scan on the server by using ClamScan and automatically remove infected files. Now ClamScan, it is free and is available for you, so you can go to the plugin section and download the ClamScan. If you need any help or support, do let me know. The second thing I need to do is to disable default FTP accounts on the server. Now when you first get your WHM from your hosting provider, the default FTP accounts will be enabled. What I mean by that is two things. The first one is your root admin username and password. You'll be able to access every single file on the server. And the second thing is, if you create a cPanel account, the default cPanel, you will be able to use that for your FTP. So once you disable this, to access FTP, users will need to create a new FTP account from cPanel and then go into FTP accounts and then create a new account there. cPanel usernames and password will not work to access FTP accounts anymore, so please do disable that. And the third thing is secure SSH access on the server by changing your SSH port. That is very crucial and important. And the fourth thing that I will do is, for PHP security, we will need to alter the following PHP values. Expose underscore PHP equals off, enable underscore DL equals off, magic quotes we need the on, and we need to display errors off. This will give a lot of insights to a lot of hackers to use. If you are an advanced user, you will be able to change these default values in your php.ini file. If you are a beginner and unsure of what these are, please do consult your web administrator for some support. If you need my support in terms of answering any PHP questions, please do let me know in the student discussion or send me a private message. Now, once you alter your PHP values in your server, there is something else you need to do as well. Now, log into your WHM and find tweak settings on the left hand side and click it. There are some things that you really need to pay closer attention to. For example, in the mail tab, now you can set here maximum hourly email per domain, and you can set it to whatever value. Don't leave it as unlimited, because hackers may take advantage of a vulnerable domain and start sending massive emails on your behalf or on behalf of your server. Maximum percentages. Now the maximum percentage of failed or deferred messages, as well as the number of failed or deferred messages on the domain. Now please do alter these values as you see fit, because that is very crucial and very important as well. You don't want people to start sending spam emails and then end up your IP being blocked by mail providers. The second thing we need to go into is the security, and again, please pay attention to this tab as well. That is very important. The second thing I need to do is to go to the password strength configuration, and on here you need to specify how strong are the passwords for each user need to be. So if you set the higher the value, the stronger it is. So usually I leave it as 90. I know a lot of my users don't like it because they have to use extremely hard to guess passwords, but unfortunately that's me, and I need to protect my server as much as possible and need to enable my users to think like a hacker as well. So I need them to use a very stronger password. Now, one of the other things that I need you to have a close attention to is the CP Hulk brute force protection. and please do enable that, don't disable it. What that does is you can, you know, whitelist a few IPs here. You can see the login or the brute force history, and you can see here absolutely a huge amount of people with different IP addresses trying to hack into my server on a daily basis, not even daily basis, on an hourly basis. Absolutely huge, you know. So I need to block all these. So what I need to do here is to come onto the configuration setting and then say, right, the IP based brute force protection period. So if my server detected a brute force attack, so in minutes I need to block the IP address for at least 15 minutes. The brute force protection period in minutes 5. Maximum failure by an account 10. So pay closer attention to these configuration settings and see what really best suits your users and your server and yourself as well. And then click the save, and you're best off restarting your server as well, which you can go to restart and the system reboot. Either you can force it or you can graceful server reboot, and that's what I would do. One final thing is the firewall. Now if you go to your plugins and then configure firewall security, as you can see here, I've got my firewall status being disabled just for this demo only. Usually I will enable it. You can also whitelist IP addresses, and you can deny IP addresses here as well. So that can be extremely handy if you have a static IP address, which you know a lot of your users, they always guess their passwords wrong, but you know it is a safe IP address. Therefore you can also whitelist that here. Thanks for watching.